Several people planning to study in the US have reached out to me to ask, Nzube, how much do you spend every month on an average? They usually ask to get a sense of whether moving to the US will be worth it for them or not. So here is a video where I walk you through every penny I spend to live as an international student here in the United States. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Nzube and I'm a data science Ph.D. student here in the US. And on this channel, we explore the tips and the hacks that helps us on our shared journey of living more meaningful and intentional life. So today we'll be breaking up the expenses into two categories, needs and wants. So first up, the needs. Under needs, we have the big three, which are housing, food, and transportation. Before we jump in, I have to say that the cost of rent varies in different locations in the US. So the figures I'll be calling will be unique to Kennesaw, Georgia. You could have a different experience if you stay in another part of the country. Okay, the first up under housing is the rent. And I stay in a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment. The total rent here every month is $1,694, which is quite a lot for a student. And so that's why 4 of us came together to split the bill. By the way we divided it though, I have a room and so I pay the highest portion of the bill, which is $600 per month. Still under housing, we have utilities, and the first under utilities is the water, sewer, and trash. So every month that costs about $120. Dividing that by 4, I pay $30. Next, we have the renter's insurance. The apartment where I stay, the mandate that you must have an insurance every month. And so that's $15 per month. Dividing that by 4 is $3.75. Next is electricity, which costs about $65 per month. Dividing that by 4, I pay $16.25. So still under utilities, we have the gas. This covers the heating and the cooling units, and also the hot water flowing through the taps. I can only give the estimate for the winter season because that's like when I moved in here, and it ranges from about $90 to $110. So we can use $100 to calculate. Dividing that by 4 is $25. Finally, under utilities, we have the internet, which costs $70 a month. Dividing that by 4 is $17.5. As I said earlier, the numbers vary by states. You can see that it's almost reaching $700 here. When I was in Bowling Green, where I was doing my masters, I wasn't paying up to $350 per month for rent and all the utilities. So moving on, we have food, and here in this category I spend about $150 per month. So first of all, I don't buy drinking water. I use a jug that has a filter, and I just change the filter every 2 months. The filter costs about $20.66 for 3. The pack says it replaces 1,850 cl bottles. And so dividing it together, the cost per bottle is 1.1 cents. So apart from water, secondly, I eat the same breakfast every day and I eat the same dinner every other day. So it reduces the variety and so many different things I have to be buying. And then I buy a lot of fruits as well, because my ideology is that I better spend money on food than in the hospitals. Last year when I came, I had to go for an x-ray, and just for using the x-ray machine alone, I had to pay $400. That's the price of good food for almost 3 months. And finally, I don't eat Nigerian meals so much. That's why it's even $150. If I was eating local dishes very well, buying the ingredients from African markets, I would have been spending nothing less than $300 per month on food. Realistically, I've also seen that $100 should be enough as the budget for food. It was able to carry me through when I was doing my masters. And finally, under needs, we have transportation, because people must move around. And so in this category, I spend about $50 every month. It's very difficult to live here without a car. The reason why this is even able to work is because I live very close to campus. And so I make it a habit to walk to campus, which takes me about 20 to 30 minutes. I always have a goal to lose 270 calories every day through walking. Some days I meet it, some days I don't. So I don't have a car yet, but my roommate has a car, and some places I need to go to, when it's available, I use it to move around. And so the $50 I spend in this category is to either fuel his car or to fuel the car of people that give me rides around. If you've gotten value from this video so far, I would like to invite you to give this video a like. It helps the video find favor in the eyes of the algorithm. Thank you so much. So now let's move on to the wants. So first up under this, we have the phone bill. So I use the T-Mobile postpaid plan, specifically the essential plan. And this essential plan gives me access to unlimited text, unlimited calls, and unlimited data as well. So the way the postpaid plan works is I get the bill at the end of the month, as opposed to prepaid that you have to pay before you can use. Except on months where I have to make international calls, maybe I'm calling Nigeria and then it might be very expensive. The bill that I usually get is $24.06. Multiplying that by 2 because I pay for myself and also my younger sister, that's $48.12. And also the iPhone 13, which I bought from T-Mobile that I'm using to make this video now. It costs about $13.34 per month spread over 30 months. I thought before about paying it all off or not, but then I'm not paying interest on it, so why like pay it off? 13.34 per month, it's not really a big deal. So that's why I just left it like that. So next up we have the subscriptions, and the first under subscription is YouTube Premium. I use the student plan and so I get it for $7.46 per month. I spend a lot of time on YouTube already and I really don't like watching ads. I also don't use Spotify, but I use YouTube Music, so the price is a no-brainer for me. Then secondly, Amazon Prime. I use the Prime students that costs $8 a month. As I told you, I don't have a car, so having them deliver things to my doorstep is really wonderful. The next, which I will say is like my most important subscription, is Scribed, which is $12 per month. And with this $12 per month, I get an array to unlimited amount of audiobooks and ebooks. Then the fourth on the list is Canva Pro, which costs $13 per month. Canva is what I use to design my thumbnails, so the free plan is good, but there are features like background remover, which you can only get on the Pro. Finally, under subscriptions, I have the Google Storage, which I upgraded to 100 gig. This cost about $21.34. I paid that for the entire year. If we divide that by 12, we have 1.78. Next under ones, we have education, and this is primarily just physical books. I just buy about 1 or 2 per month because I have a Kindle. This Kindle is like one of the best purchases I've made this year. So I spend about $30 per month because I just buy about 1 or 2 books. Whatever courses that I have to do, like online courses, I take out of my savings to do them. And so because it's not a monthly expense, I'm not writing it down in this category. So next we have Flex Money, which I just spend about $50 a month. I want to hang out with some friends, and then so I just have that for entertainment and for Flex Money. Next, for health insurance, as an international student here, you must have an health insurance. The health insurance plan I got, I have to pay $103 every month, which is far cheaper than the school's health insurance plan. Quick advice here, whatever school that you're going to, just know that the school's health insurance plan would be very expensive and there are cheaper alternatives. It might take you asking several questions, asking people around until you find it, but look for other plans, look for other alternatives. And finally, I call this category personal care, which I spend about $50 a month. This is for things like perfume, body spray, deodorant, toiletries, and the like. Okay, so adding it all together, we have a total of $1,229.2. Wow. If you have ideas on how I can reduce it from everything I've shared, please leave it in the comment section. I'm very much interested to find out. Thank you. So those are all my expenses, but I left out 2 categories. And the first category I left out was faith, which involves offering tithes and everything that I use to promote the kingdom of God. And then secondly are donations, which are the money I give out to help people. And the reason why I feel I shouldn't share them is because, first of all, I don't want to brag. These 2 are like my main priorities after my needs. And then secondly, Jesus said your right hand should not know what your left hand is doing. Please correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong, and I'll probably make an updated version of this video that includes them. If you like this video, I'll let the algorithm choose the best video for you to watch next, which you can check out here. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.